Hello dear traders, welcome to this market review. Today's the 28th of May, markets are still closed. I will go through the analysis of last week and then we'll also discuss analysis I posted today. So let's start. Silver on the 23rd of May, I said at 14.26. Silver shook off the dummy longies, may do a pullback. You will see we have like a medium term stop above the price, and so you know, on the 28th it finally did a complete pullback. As you can see, like there are still two big medium-term stops above the price, so it should go up and take them out. It could happen Sunday or Monday even, so I expect the price to go up and take those medium-term stops here just for the normal pullback move. So let's move on to gold. Gold is a bit more complex at the moment. We see that it came down against the dummy longies, the buyers, the green bars. As I said the week before, it cleared all the lows, it took the stops there, but you can see the squeeze died off. So now, you know, it's more complex. It could even do a pullback because the squeeze is not going anymore, and we have on the 1 hour chart some order gap zones and medium term stops above the price. So I would actually expect gold to do a pullback up and take this one out and to fill that, something like that. So that's a nice theme for next week. Dollar yen. So I posted this analysis today, a bit more detailed. So we have shorties in the market, the red bars. On the day chart you see the long-term stops above the price. It should go up and take out those stops and clear this high here on the day chart in order to get rid of those dumb money sellers. You also see a bit of a squeeze going on. So the yen pairs have up momentum for next week. Now once this has been done and there's a dumb money switch and dumb money sellers leave the market and longies come in and the squeeze line collapses, that's a critical part, then there can be a forward reversal down. But right now it looks like first the yen pairs need to clear the highs, similar to pound yen. You see rather bullish with shorties coming into the market over the last days, an expanding squeeze line. So even though the high has been cleared here, it can still take the long-term stops above the price, these pink lines here. So that's a nice theme for next week. Euro yen, look at that. We have this high on the day chart, so it's very likely, I think, that this high gets cleared by the smart money algos. So the price should go up and clear that high and kick out some of the shortest there. Okay. Australian dollar. So last week we had this down move against the dumb money longies. Yeah, you see on the day chart they took all the lows. This squeeze line looks pretty maxed out. Okay, so it could be that it does a normalization pullback up because it's out of the range on the lower time frames. But the overall bias remains bearish because above the price you have longies. Okay. So I would think that maybe there's a pullback here, taking out some short-term stops, filling the order gap zone, maybe even filling the MTS. But then if longies come in again, there can be a trend resumption. Okay, so be aware of that. So this is more for advanced traders. Kiwi dollar, the similar thing. We often see they have a similar market structure, but compared to Aussie, it looks like even a bit more out of the range. You see, and the squeeze line looks even more maxed out. So on 26 I wrote Kiwi on the 4 hour chart. In order to trade a 4 hour reversal up, we would need a retest of the low unless there's a proper collapse in the green squeeze line. This didn't happen, so of course we did not trade up because the price, as I said before, went down again against the dumb money longies. Okay, so you can see that compared to Aussie, this is even more extreme, so maybe there's a normalization pullback, but the overall theme of course remains bearish as long as longies keep on buying the market. Yeah. Dollar cut, so it's a bit low bias now. You see this is high, some shorties in the market, but not much. I mean, probably wants to clear the high, but this is low bias stuff. Euro dollar on the 24th, I said upper medium term stop should take it out, but that happened then the 25th. Again, longies came in, it retested the low then, okay, to shake off the longies. You see the very repetitive themes. This is a nice screenshot at 12:37. I posted this forward chart. You see the longies buying, okay, creating a squeeze against the longies, and the smart money algos push euro dollar down, creating a downtrend, okay, and above the price of the long positions. So now, as opposed to today, you see that the price came down a lot. We have a bit of a down move in the slope line, and this shows you some longies got kicked out. But I would think that there can be a pullback in some up, but overall, of course, the bias remains bearish, even though it already came down so much. If buyers keep on buying and green bars appear, they're going to go for long-term stops, even if they do a pullback before. Okay, keep that in mind. Cable similar, so in a range, medium-term stop, like you can see here, but it's a bit further away also. If shorties come in and some longies leave the market, they can do a pullback and clear some levels, but then if again longies come in and the squeeze gets refueled, there can be a trend resumption. Okay, so be aware of that. If only advanced traders can be aggressive in trying to trade against the trend, and then if you see that, for example, shorties taking over and coming in more and more, you can try to hold it into a fall reversal, but this is for advanced traders, if you ask me. Euro pounds look completely neutral. It went sideways within its consolidation on the forward chart for a while now. The market is pretty empty. We stay away. This is just a washing machine here. Okay. Euro Aussie probably will do some kind of fall reversal, but we do not have a dumb money switch, and we neither have a collapse in the squeeze line and not even the high taken out. So that means the value of such a trade is very low. Okay, we never risk a lot, even though we probably fall off a bit. Pound Aussie a bit similar, but it's a worse trade because looks like Pound Aussie would prefer to clear the high first before doing a fall reversal down with an expanding squeeze. So do not try to short it down. Okay, these trades we need to skip. We are always selective. Bitcoin very neutral, came down against the longies. Okay, I wrote here this theme, fundamentals versus dominant longies is going on. Okay, it tries to go up, but everybody buys, so that's why it came down. It did some nice fall reversals in the last sessions, but we have this MTS here. The smart money would like to take it, but there need to be some shortage, some red bars coming in for them to take it. So it's a complex game. It's not for the beginners. Okay, so yeah, this is my analysis, and this week was a bit slower. As you know, the 2 weeks before were very great, and we had a lot of trade opportunities. That's the rhythm of the market. Sometimes you get a lot of opportunities, but normally after a while then the market gets a bit slower. That's what we saw this week, with less opportunities than compared to the 2 weeks before that, which is fine. You can see that new opportunities are coming this week, the next week, and yeah. So to summarize, watch the yen pairs going after the shorties. If you see pullbacks in the main pairs like euro dollar and cable, understand that like there can be trend resumptions. Okay, same for Aussie and Kiwi, of course. Yeah, let's see what we get. Of course, news announcements play an important role as well, because if the announcements are either bullish or bearish, this allows the smart money to prioritize a pullback over a resumption in terms of the sequence of events. Okay, stay safe.